I can remember playing in the sluice boxes when my father was tin mining, and we used to find the sapphires, but they weren't worth anything then. I was born in a little tin mining town in New South Wales called Tinga, and my date of birth is the 27th of the 2nd, 1931. Oh, I don't know. I can remember, my first memory is when I was about 3. My mother and my sister, that's 2 years older than me, got diphtheria and were in hospital, and Dad was looking after us at home. And I can remember a man building a brick chimney, and when he put his tools down to have his smoke out, I was playing with them, and when he took them back, I cried. I can remember that. And Dad took me into the kitchen and gave me a glass of milk and an arrowroot biscuit and put me in the high chair. That's the first thing I can remember in my life. I can remember my first pay. I got my first pay when I worked in the it was an electrical shop. The chap that owned it, used to sell radios. They called it Walden Wirelesses then. And he used to sell radios and mend them, and the batteries that worked the radios, they weren't electric. And he also sold and mended bicycles. And so I used to help mend the punctures in the bicycles and put the new spokes in the wheels and all those sorts of things. And I can remember when I got my first pay, it was 19 shillings and 11 pence. That is $1.99 for 40 hours a week, 5.5 days a week. Worked from Monday to Friday and half a day Saturday. I loved sport, but it wasn't organised sport like it is now. Once you left school, unless you played tennis or something like that, you just helped around the house. Well, 1 of 9, you just automatically grew up helping, learning how to do things and helping around home in your spare time. Always loved reading. Used to take a torch to bed and read under the blankets at night because we weren't allowed to read in bed. So there was no electricity. No, we lived out a road where there was no electricity. I think, must have been in my teens or 20s before I could go to a place where we could switch on electricity and for lights and all that sort of thing. Yeah.
And your hobbies now?
Gardening and knitting, sew a bit, cooking, I like to do that. I have 3 grandsons and 1 granddaughter, 2 great-granddaughters and 1 great-grandson. Having a barbecue, I think, on Saturday night. Everybody's coming after lunch on Saturday, apparently. As they said, they had to tell me that some people were coming. It couldn't be a surprise, which I don't like surprises. Keep busy, I think, is the main thing. I've never drank or smoked. Whether that helps or not, I don't know, but I've always kept busy. I've always been busy. I can remember working at the canteen at the school when my kids were at school. And the headmaster said to one of my friends one day, that lady's going to come around the corner one day and meet herself. He said, she never stops. And I've always been the same, even as a child. If I had to go on a message or go to we lived a mile from the shops. If Mum needed anything, she always used to send me because I was the fastest. But I used to run there and I'd run back. But I never walked, and I think it just sort of carried on, and it's just, I've always been healthy. I enjoy somebody different to talk to. I don't see many people. My husband's nearly blind. He's legally blind, and he can't hear. So there's not a lot of conversation goes on here because he doesn't like his hearing aids, and he takes them out, and I talk to myself a lot. So when the ladies come, I say to them, sit down and talk to me for a little while, because I keep the house clean. So, as a matter of fact, they reckon this is just about one of the cleanest houses they've ever been in to do. So.